Turn the next question over to Cliff Lewis. Cliff?
I just thought I'd talk from here. If anybody has trouble hearing me, raise your hand.
He is also an actor, which is why he...
Well, have a loud voice. You know, progress, it says, question number 1, has been minimal towards the use of shared services, speaking of shared services, as a way to make service delivery more efficient and to, once again, bring up the subject of lowering taxes. Like 1 or 2 services, what would your priority, if any, should the county concentrate its efforts, and what will you do to realize this goal? Ms. Amoroso, please, you first.
We look to expand the shared services that Bergen County already provides, including a SWAT team in law enforcement, health services for about half of Bergen County towns, animal control, and the loaning out of street sweeping and snow removal vehicles. We need to encourage more towns and school districts to use our cooperative energy purchasing services and to finance bonds through the Bergen County Improvement Authority, which can, of course, give them lower interest rates. We are also encouraging towns to pre-approve a resolution for shared services at the beginning of each year, which makes the process more efficient and effective. And we are in conversations with Passaic County to share consumer protection services, which could help Passaic citizens and bring more revenue to Bergen. What's most important, I think, for the freeholders to do is to get the message out to business administrators, town councils, department heads, and school folks that there are hundreds of opportunities to buy in bulk and cut costs while you are getting the special expertise. The county now sends municipal officials notices of events and seminars by email. I get those. The county could send monthly or semi-monthly tips on available shared service opportunities.
Freeholder Di Nicola.
Thanks, Chuck. I just want to mention first that we do have an incredible problem with shared services throughout the state. We have 565 municipalities in New Jersey, and we have 565 instead of 566 because in 2012, Princeton Borough and Princeton Township merged. But that was the end of the momentum for that. So all of these individual municipalities provide services to their taxpayers, and it's becoming less and less sustainable. The burden is so great, and yet home rule is so powerful here. As you heard already, the county provides a lot of shared services, and as the mayor, my town benefited in a great deal of them. Purchasing, we have a cooperative, and through the county, municipalities can not only participate in the county cooperative, but also other cooperatives throughout the state and the nation. We have technology that we share, and that really needs to grow. Technology changes all the time, whether it's GIS mapping, security, storage, networking. It's very costly and much cheaper when we share it over larger regions or municipalities. Right now we're growing our mechanical services. We have a new garage in Paramus. Our heavy equipment sharing, which includes snow plows, street sweepers, front loaders, backhoes, all of that. And we need to start thinking and encouraging more service contracts across municipalities and regions. And we do have routine meetings with borough administrators and superintendents of PPWs. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. DiDio.
Thank you. Shared services is a way to provide efficiency for our local government and to control property taxes in our 70 municipalities. As a councilman in the borough where I reside, we have shared services with the county. We provide, we actually go to them for animal control and 911 dispatch. This is an example of reducing cost to the taxpayers. We also share services with neighboring towns for crossing guards, the lightning detection system in our parks, and also our ambulance service with Alpine. One other area that we have to look at, besides shared services, I think is joint partnerships. Currently, the county is partnering with Eastwood College to provide our homeless through the Human Services Division with assistance. Also, BMW is providing engines for our students who are learning mechanicals. This is very important. It's a win-win for the county, it reduces taxpayer burden, and it's a win-win for the businesses and a win-win for the students. I think these are areas that also have to be looked at. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Driscoll.
Okay, everybody, it's on?
Yes, I got to hold it.
Well, have very close to your...
All right, shared services, yes. A good place to look would be community transportation. You see the buses all around Bergen County riding up and down the road. It'd be a good idea if we had it available on an Uber type setup. So if you're sitting at home and you need, grandma wants to go see little Johnny play soccer, not me, I'm a baseball player, but just get on the phone, you call up community transportation, there's a fee involved, but we should never ever, medical and disabled riders should be getting and will be getting first priority. That would be a good start. Snow removal. When I was on the board, we had about 5 towns who were still not on the list of working with the county on snow removal. I think it was Cliffside, Mawa was one of them. I hope they've gotten on board since then. But that's another way we can keep on moving that forward. Purchasing is always important. I mean, better to be able to buy in bulk and you go and buy 200 reams of paper when you can turn around and walk into a printer, into a paper company and say, I need 5,000. You're going to get a better price. It's common sense. And that would be great if towns got more involved in that type of thing. And that's about it, I think, for my time.
Thank you. Ms. Ortiz.
County has been working on shared services, but we're definitely in favor of expanding shared services, like purchasing, as many here have said earlier. There's more we can buy in bulk, the more we can save to the municipalities. Cooperative energy is one of them. Sharing equipment for emergencies, like snow removal, plows, etc. The use of the county DPW to maintain vehicles. I also, the fact that the county gives salt to the municipalities so they could salt our county roads. It saves a lot of time and it saves money also to the municipalities. Attracting more municipalities to refinance bonds at a lower rate to the BCIA AAA bond rating. And I think another good idea would be to reach out to the Board of Eds to take advantage of the lower rates of the BCIA when working on large projects. Pre-approved list of shared service agreements early in the year with municipalities can make the process a lot more effective and efficient. I'm proud of the Sheriff's Office. The creation of the regional SWAT team, which several towns contribute, is also very effective. We can continue to offer more of these services throughout the different departments. We have to respect the municipalities to make their decisions, but as freeholders, we will continue to offer municipalities opportunities to work with the county.
Thank you. Mr. Gorman.
Shared services is a concept that's been kicked around forever. There's been little progress in it. I wouldn't say abandoning it, but just keep your eye on the ball. What we could do with shared services, imagine a county, well, most of America, police services are provided by a local sheriff. Here in Bergen County, we suffered through what was called boroughitis, where a lot of boroughs broke away from townships in an attempt to get away from taxation, but 100 years later on, they come back and we're all taxing ourselves to death here. Now, what we could possibly do is come up with a 30-year plan. It has to be something long-term, 30 or 40 years, to try to migrate all of our local police services back into the Sheriff's Department. Now, you can't do this overnight because imagine this. Imagine there's 70 different mayors and councils out there with a lot of political power. Now, they like the idea of being able to appoint their sons and daughters, nieces and nephews to the local police department. If they give up that power, they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be happy about it. So it's got to be a long-term plan. We can do this. We can set up a master plan, 30 to 40 years, where we migrate these police officers at the municipal level, bring them under the sheriff's department, so we can slowly bring this beast back under control. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Freeholder Sullivan.
Thank you. Shared service is obviously one of the most important things in the county. I wouldn't necessarily say that the progress is minimal. We can go over a list of things that the county has done. Snow plowing agreements. We have a new DPW where we maintain cars for people in the county, other towns that want to come in. BCIA, we've been pushing municipalities to refinance their debt through the BCIA. I mean, there's a list that goes on and on. We are not dropping the ball on shared services. We are pushing it. Now, can we do more? Anyone that tells you they can't do more doesn't deserve to be in office, okay? There are some things we could do, working with the towns to pass resolutions, that if there's an emergency and the town needs a piece of equipment, we can give it to them as a Bergen County. I mean, after all, Bergen County is probably the biggest shared service that we have. All the municipalities coming together under Bergen County. It's probably the biggest shared service that we have. So yes, we can always do more. I think the steps that we have taken are phenomenal, and we're going to continue to take them. Anyone that says this, that there's no progress isn't paying attention. No disrespect to anybody up here. But we have the regionalization of the SWAT team that was mentioned here before. Listen, you can always do more, and we continue to do more, and it's a priority. And we will continue to get better at it.
Thank you.